Welcome to Thursday tip time at Kiss Up Cards. Keep it simple, stamping up. I'm Marianne, and I'm coming to you tonight to show you some tips. And this tip is how to keep your acrylic blocks and your acrylic stamps clean, and especially the stamps. After a while, they get grungy and then they don't stick anymore. So I'm going to show you how to clean them tonight. So let's get to my craft table right away. Here at my craft table, I've got my acrylic blocks out, and I can see I have an assortment of them, assortment sizes. You need that. This is not by far the biggest block that you can get. There's one that is even bigger, but I've not required it. So this is the biggest block I've got. These are the longest ones. There's narrow, medium, and then wider. I would say this is the block I use the most. You can tell it's the grungiest. And then you can tell I don't use my little stamps that much, maybe this one, because it is the grungiest as well. So what I'm going to take is alcohol wipes for these acrylic pads. You might need more than one. I'm definitely going to need more than one, but this is the one I use the most, and so therefore it's got glue on it. It's got, I don't know, all kinds of other stuff. Ink probably stuck with the glue. And you can see that it's starting. Now there's a little bit of elbow grease that is required. You may have another way of cleaning these, but this I found to be the most effective. And you could look at the color of the ink that's coming off on my. So there's one side, and let's get the other side clean. So wherever the glue is sticking, I have to just use a little bit of elbow grease. But yeah, look at this, how grungy that is. There's still something stuck there. I have it going just a certain angle, I'm able to see it. There, that worked. Okay, so there's, oops. Yeah, there's something still up there. So you just go and you just clean it. And then this will help the stamp stick to your acrylic blocks as well. So there's the one that I use the most. It required the most cleaning. There's still something up here. There we go. Just a little bit of nail grease, and there it's going to dry up. And look how clean that is. Now this one, I think this is one that I use a lot as well. I'm going to get another pad, alcohol swab pad. I've got a pack of them to use for whenever. I think I bought them for traveling to have a bunch of single ones in my pack, but they'd certainly come in handy for this. So you can see the ink is coming up. I'm wondering if the red will, because red in any art medium is a difficult color. I learned this in ceramics when I did ceramics many, many years ago, that red is a really difficult color to fire. In art, red is a difficult color. Stamping, it's a difficult color. It's just a difficult color. So what I'm meaning by that is it stains the stamps more so than any color that I use. See, the color is coming up. All right, so I've just So what I was talking about, the red, is that this red has stained the block. There's not much I can do about it. I can't get it off, but the other blocks have cleaned up really nicely. I'm just going to, this is the little block that I used. And it's got, I don't know what's got there, but it is cloudy and I don't know if I can get it off. But this is, this is my first time cleaning my blocks. And look at my fingers, they're getting colored as well. I don't know, I think it's just cloudy, that. And what's made it, there's nothing stuck on there. It's just cloudy. That's interesting. I don't think it's impacted the stamp, and if it has, I've always got, it's like the magic of paper, I've got another side. So there we go, cleaning my blocks. This one needs a little bit of cleaning as well. I've got 3 different blocks, like from different companies. And here I've got blue ink on here on this clean block. How did I do that? It must have been from my fingers. So there we go. I've got my acrylic blocks clean. This one with the pink on it will not clean, and that's because of the red color. It stains it and it doesn't wash off. So that's my blocks that are clean, so I'll move those out of the way. Now this stamp set, my Charming Sentiments, you see it a lot. I have used it a lot, and you can tell, like, look at this. So I think this one, it does stick on. No, see, it's falling off. So this definitely, you don't want your stamp to fall off midway. All right, so I'll get another swab. Now, it is very important that once you have stamped something, to use whatever cleaning system you have for your stamp while it's on your block. I'll show you in a minute what my stamping system is, because then the ink gets stuck in between the letters. And what I find as well, it starts to mold and then it starts to smell. So you can see I'm getting all kinds of color off there. So I'm cleaning the writing side. And then if you don't clean it well, it's not going to stamp as clearly as well. Now, I have tried the hot soapy water method, and I just found it did not bring it back to the way I wanted it. I found this, the alcohol swabs, was the best. Okay, so I'm just going to let that dry. The Congratulations is another one that I use a lot. So I always do the writing side first, clean that out, get my fingers in. If you had a little brush, you could get in there as well. You could do that with hot soapy water if you wanted. Look at the colors coming off. This looks beautiful. Even though it's the pink and the red, it again, causes the stamps to change color. Just about, that's the only color that causes it to change. And look how shiny it is again, because look how dull that is, and look at it compared to this, how shiny this is again. And that's what you want. Okay, so this is all dry now. Now remember, when I just shook my stamp pad, it came loose, and now it's stuck on, and I have to peel it off. And now it will stick onto here really well as well, because that's what they're not doing. They're not sticking well on here, so when I place them down, they come undone, and then they are flopping everywhere. So now I can put my Congratulations back here, and it's stuck. And this little guy, oh yeah, look how it just shines up. And this one I've used on, this is my 3rd stamp now. So it brings it back so that you can continue using it. Oh my gosh, look how it shines. And that goes on here. I always like to put my stamps where they belong so that I know if something is missing. I have to go look for it. This one I had, no, which one did I clean the other day? Oh, Beyond Grateful. So this one I'll have to clean. I can see that I've got dirt in there. So when I clean my stamps, I'll have them on my block and I'll be stamping. And then I have a chamois. Look at my chamois. This is in the dry state. It gets all curled up. I just have it sitting on here. And then when it's wet, it lays flat and I have it on this surface to prevent anything else. And then when I'm done stamping, I'll take this and clean it on my chamois. Now, even though my chamois looks bad like this, I'll wring it out and it'll wring out clean. And that way I know. And then I clean my stamp on my chamois. There is another technique where you have a pad with some raised, kind of like a brush effect, and then you spray something special on it, a special spray, and then you can clean your stamp in there. I just find the chamois nice, convenient. You just have to wet it with water and away you go. So I'll finish cleaning those and they will all stay stuck in the pad, because this is what has happened is I've opened up the pad like this and they go flying. So it's nice. You know when they have to be clean is when they don't stick anymore. So there we go. We've cleaned our acrylic pads and our acrylic stamp and we're good to go again. How often do you do it? I don't know. If you see your one acrylic stamp pad getting dirty, then clean it. If your stamps don't stick anymore, you find like it's not as good as it used to be, clean it. I just have these these swabs in my drawer, and I can just grab them whenever I need them. So there we go, folks, cleaning our acrylic stamp pads and our acrylic stamps so that they will remain sticky, because I would not have been able to do this with this pack earlier because there would have been stamps falling out of there. So that has made a big difference. Alcohol wipes, and just wipe it down and clean it off, and that helps for everything to adhere better so that you can do your stamping and have clear stamps and good stamps, and they stay on your acrylic pad so that you can do your stamping really well. So that's your Thursday tip time, just how to keep those clean, because yeah, we want to continue. We want to use this to the best, you know, our stamps and our acrylic pads. We want to use them as long as we can and have them working at peak performance so that we can make beautiful cards. Now, I think I've already shared this with you, but go search on the catalog, online catalog. Go search it. And you can download one as well. You can download the catalog on your computer, on your laptop if you want, or just go online and do some online shopping. And then check out this is where I always go first, the Last Chance products, because they're usually on sale. And if there's something in there that you see that you want as well, that's your last chance to get it, because it's going out of stock. And once it's sold out, it's not coming back. So that's why they call them Last Chance products. So I often go there, especially for ribbon and for, oh my gosh, I've gotten some ribbon for like a roll for like $3.80 as opposed to paying top dollar for it. So I love a good sale. I know I want to share that you can get a good sale. But as well, when you purchase, you are going to earn what we call Stampin' Up! Rewards. This is a new program that just came out earlier, like just 2 weeks ago now. So I'm excited to share it, because as you purchase, you earn 10% over 20, you have to order $25 minimum. You earn 10% of your dollars, and those 10%, that 10% goes towards future purchases. So you could save them up for something special, or you can use it on your next order and your next order. Now, if you become a consultant, you get 20% off plus the 10% reward. So that's 30% off your products. So it's kind of like really cool to be a demonstrator or a consultant. There's no requirements. You can just share it with your friends. You can just do it for yourself. There's no requirements. And if you want to, and there's no commitment. There is no commitment. And that's what I love. There is no commitment. You can cancel at any time. So say you get, you come on as a demonstrator, and now is a really good time to come on as a demonstrator. You can get, I'm going to put it in the comments below, but you can spend, I think it's $110 and get $200 worth of product. Now you're not going to earn the reward system on this order, but because you get such a good amount of product for a good deal, but then your next order, you can start earning host rewards plus getting 20% off. So I find that pays for my taxes most of the time. I usually put a $100 order in every month. That meets my requirements, and that gives me the products that I need to work with. And I get the 20% off, and now I get an extra 10% to use on future orders as well. So it's a great deal, a fantastic deal. Great time to become a consultant this month because your dollars go farther, and then you get 30% off your products. So that's kind of cool. I find it exciting. Hey, wherever I can save money, that's where I will be. I love doing this as a hobby. I call it a hobby because I just enjoy it so much. I enjoy sharing the videos. That to me is a hobby. I enjoy doing the cards. I enjoy it all. It's just, it taps into my creative side, which I love. And it is, you almost have like an automatic reward, when you're making a card and you're done and you look at it. Now, don't be critical about your work. We are very critical about our own work. Stop it. I'm saying that gently and lovingly. Stop it. Because once you show your cards, people are going to say, wow, that is beautiful. I have done all kinds of crafts in my life. I've had a cake decorating business, and I would be able to look at a cake and see where all my mistakes were. But you know what? Nobody else could. So I learned, stop it, Marianne, stop it. Don't do that anymore. So I'm not critical of my work. Now, if someone, has a criticism of saying, had you thought about this, or could you do this better? Or, I'm open to that. May not like it sometimes, but I'm open to it. And then next thing you know, it's like, hey, that was great advice. And then I go back to the person and say, thank you for sharing that. That proved out to be valuable. So don't be self-critical of yourself. It's now, if I look back at the first card I made, I can for sure say, whoa, I've got a long way to go, baby. But if I look at what I'm making now, but I didn't get critical of myself. I'm like, okay, I'm just going to continue to learn how to make cards better and beautiful, and to share those cards by sharing kindness one card at a time. Thank you.